Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I really like this view up here. You can see a lot. You can see a lot of not Hyrule over there, which admittedly is like kind of boring looking. It's like sheer cliff wall that Link would never be able to climb up, and then like flat on top. But you can see the rest of Hyrule from here. Actually, ooh. You can see a thunderstorm over there. What is that? I didn't notice that until like just right now. That looks like some spooky spaghetti over there that we definitely need to investigate at some point. But yeah, you can see a lot from here. So, like I said last time, these are going to be recordings for when I'm gone. Again, I'm sorry it wasn't totally part of my plans to have me be gone again after being gone for so long, but that's kind of how it works. So, expect about hour recordings or so. I think today... Let's see, what do we got around here? Well, there's a lake down here. Might want to investigate. Yeah, we need to investigate that tree. I remember that. In fact, why don't we do that right now? Where is that tree? Somewhere over here. I clearly missed the mark slightly. There's also a shrine down there, but we can get that one easy afterwards. No, it's that tree. That tree up there. That's what I needed. What was I marking down here? I marked something with a yellow pen. Okay, I don't know. That was kind of weird. Thought I saw something telling me to go down there. Anyway, let me go back to this tree, because it seems like it's going to be important for something. The kid told us something about how we'd climb up and we'd see a bat. So I presume we climb up to the top of the tree and then look for something and fly into it. And then afterwards we can make our way down there. That'll be an easy one to connect to. You're right, though. I'd notice it when I'd see it. That big pillar-looking thing. It's kind of weird. Like, I kind of want to know the history behind how that came to be. The weird pillar thing. Oh, yeah. Never upgraded any of this warm clothing stuff yet, so... Actually, did I? No, I didn't. So I have almost no armor on. So I'm thinking... Let's replace... Oh, well, he looks super cool, though. Bird armor does suit you, Link. We'll keep bird armor for a bit and just heal. Also, I totally forgot to make food between episodes. Go me. So I might have to stop for like 5 minutes and cook food for a while. There's dinner. So it's this red mark on my map. So much nicer to come up here. You don't have to keep stupid flame sword on your back all the time. Oh no, my meat. I am still kind of curious. I do want to see what happens when you take frozen meat and you try to cook it. Like, I assume it would just get warm, right? Like, it would just go back to normal meat. But I don't really know, to be honest. Look out, they're gonna freeze you, Link. Come, my friends, come to the bright lights. Now, get out of here. Get out of here with your amber. Now what is this? It's like a big flag. Though it seems pretty distinct, I'm pretty sure if we climb up it, there's gonna be a Korok up here telling us that we found him. Maybe we'll just be a bit more careful. It is kind of just like a bunch of sticks tied together. But I can't help but feel that there's some kind of importancy to this. I mean, someone stuck a ginormous flag here. It couldn't have been easy to do, so they must have done it for a reason, right? I see my tree up there. It's still pretty high up. Come on, Korok buddies, don't let me down. I'm fully expecting to see somebody up here. Alright. I was clearly mistaken in trusting Koroks. Don't trust Korok. It's okay. Let's climb straight up the mountain, why don't we? Such a long trip. But yeah, I kind of feel like the way you're supposed to enter this, you know, like I said before, there seems to be a lot of points in the game where, while you can enter a situation from whatever the heck direction you feel like, there's clearly a direction that the developers intended you to go. And I think starting with the Rito Village... I think starting with the Rito Village probably was one of their things. You know, because getting that cold armor would be very helpful. You know, I see this log down here, though. That kind of makes me think that someone may have done something similar to what I did. You know, if they somehow had the ability to get stasis. Okay, never mind. Maybe they didn't. But I kind of wonder if maybe I should head in that direction. If I can't figure it out, I'll look it up. Because I don't need to come all the way back up here again. Silliness is the reason why we never get anything done. Silliness like this. Thank goodness for warm feathers. Oh, thank you. No, thank you. I'm good. Alright, so... if we climb all the way up here... I think that was the first part. Something about climbing it. Then we need to look for, like, a bird or something? Let's take a look at it again. By bird, they could mean some kind of land mass or something. You know, so there could be something to it. Told you a story about the lone cedar tree on Hebra Mountains. Once upon a time, my grandpa stopped at a big tree while he's climbing and looked below him to the northwest. That would be that way, right? I'm sorry, there's a tree in my way, but it is roughly that way. When suddenly he saw a huge snow white birdie with its wings spread wide. My grandpa took off flying after the snow white bird. As he got a little closer to the white bird, Grandpa saw something important inside its belly. Snow white bird. Ah, you see that landmass to slightly the left of the tree, a little bit above center of the screen? That looks kind of like a bird. More or less, because of the snowfall, it looks almost like feathers. He took off flying after the snow white bird. As he got a little closer to the white bird, Grandpa saw something super important inside its belly. So about the center. That's kind of cool. I like this puzzle because it's a perspective thing. You wouldn't see the bird unless you were pretty much at that spot. I think I see a shrine down there. Would make sense. It is a shrine quest after all, but... Alright, that's kind of cool. Though, you know, if the snow fell any differently, I feel like you might not see the bird. Yes, I know. I know. And this is another one of those underground shrines that you just wouldn't see. Oh, hello there. Maybe we'll do a little killing later. Don't run. So yeah, you pretty much wouldn't see that unless you were looking for it. You might, I mean, if you're walking around this area, you might eventually think it's under you, but you wouldn't really know exactly where to look. That's a good one. I like that one. That one's fun. Yeah, we might, like I said, we might just do some shrine quests today. Mostly just for exploration. I don't know how many more hearts I actually need. But hearts are never bad. Being dead is in fact good. Ooh. Saw a little flash of color. Ah, yep. Alright, trial. I can do a trial. Major test. Let's break some weapons. Always start like that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll just start breaking some of the less interesting weapons. Like, what am I gonna do with this? I mean, maybe it's gonna be useful, but let's just use it. Another two-handed weapon that I won't like. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, man, that does a lot of damage. Do you see how much damage I took? Ew. Gross. Do I want chili food? You know, I don't need these spicy things anymore, right? I could just eat that. Just get rid of them. Although maybe I could have, maybe a better option would have been to sell them. Oh, well. Not a smart move there, buddy. Just love him. He's like panicking. He has no idea how to deal with this. He's like, You gonna do it in time? I don't think you are. Oh god. Hold on. I wasn't ready for my sword to break quite yet. They're just becoming more fun to fight now. It's not even like a hard thing anymore. Especially with that upgraded stasis, I don't even have to worry about like the move where he spins, because I just kill him too quick. Diamond. It's alright. Once again, if I ever feel like just going and murdering these guys for fun, which is kind of fun to do sometimes, is murdering a whole lot of them. I'm now getting a lot of spots with major test of strength. So I could feasibly get a whole arsenal of these guardian weapons. Which are pretty good weapons. So yeah, let's go fight that guardian that's standing above here. The big one. I'm assuming he's alive, because he's all by himself. And normally when you find like a single lone guardian all by themselves, usually they're active, but not always, you know. Yeah, there he is. I mean, he looks like he's deactivated, so he's not walking, but, you know what that means. And he is. All right. Rid of his legs. You get rid of their legs, nothing. In fact, why am I fighting with this? Flame Spear's cool, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, so we'll use that for right now. Stop that. I know I was holding it. I had no weapon at the end of the battle when I threw all my other crap away. Ooh, look at all those goodies. Lots of nice stuff. It's also just kind of stormy out of here, so I can't really see much of anything. That's not happening. Because why not? Why not? At this point. Just having some fun. Surfing down a hill. Ooh, that's water. Okay. I think I know about where we're at. Or at the land of no fun. Where there's water everywhere. May have jumped too far. We might just warp back. I don't think there's a whole lot more here. I pinned that. That was the one thing. But we can reach it easily. Well, I won't be as tall in the air, but we can reach it decently easily from Rito Village. So we'll just quick travel there. Oh yeah, but I was talking about it last time, and I feel like I might have gotten slightly off topic. Yeah, I did, because I took a phone call, now I remember. But, about people that didn't like the Breath of the Wild, or they got bored of it. And, you know, I was thinking about it a little bit. I've been thinking about it a bit more. I think the reason why that kind of problem exists for some people, not liking the Breath of the Wild, even though I would arguably say it's an awful lot of fun, is if you get, I don't know, like 200 something hours into the game or something, you know, you're just like overturning every rock kind of thing. While the game is really fun at the beginning, as you proceed to go along it, you might kind of lose your sense of interest in it. Like, you know, why do I keep turning over these rocks? Well, to find Koroks. Yeah, but what's another, you know, inventory slot for? That kind of thing. Does it really matter that I have 16 inventory slots rather than 15? That kind of thing. Oh, I'm sorry, horse. That was awfully mean of me. Man, isn't that brutal? Just torching the horses and everything. I really like the weapon throwing mechanic. I think it's a lot of fun. It's just fun to take a weapon and throw it right back at the enemy that you just got it from. These guys are everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. And it gave me the option to sneak strike. Did I just sneak strike him? I think I did. Excellent. If it's as cold as that thermometer says it is, which is cold on the Fahrenheit scale, is about all I can tell you. I would think walking in this water, first off, it might be frozen, and second off, it's probably not good. But that's just me. Lots of gourmet meat. I remember when I was looking for that bear to find gourmet meat, this would have been the place to get it. If I could have, you know, withstood the cold and all. We definitely need to take Dinral's scale to that one shrine. I keep talking about it, and I still haven't done it yet. So maybe I'll sneak that in if I manage to remember it long enough to keep it in my mind. That's usually what happens. You see, I'll remember it. I'll think about it sometimes. And then, you know, I'll go into a dungeon, and then by the end of it, I'll be talking about how great or bad the dungeon was. Without actually remembering the task I wanted to do ahead of time. Path of Hidden Winds. This armor does really look cool in Link. Especially the headpiece. I think the headpiece is probably the coolest part. It's got floppy hair. Trying to jam the camera against that pillar. And he's got very feathery armor. You know, he looks poofy, looks comfortable, not very defensive. But we could visit the ferry and see exactly what you need for that. Oh, you just put me in a position to kill you. Kill you dead. So this is just like a big, ginormous, bottomless pit room. Is all this is. And you fly around it. I'm trying to see if there's any hidden treasure chests in the wall. That seems like something they might do. That's supposed to generate some level of difficulty, but I just jumped straight on the ladder. Ah, there's your hidden chest. So the puzzle here is that doesn't get you high enough in the air. If I remember right, I think the thing was called Hidden Winds. Is it maybe on the other side? You have to glide around. That is what you have to do. Let me get a little bit more height. This was the twist of the puzzle. This was the Hidden Winds. Royal bow. I think that's better than the bow I have right now. I think I just got... What do I have? I got a falcon bow with some decent attack up, but not as good as a royal bow. Not quite as good. Well, if I wanted that back, it's gone. It's actually sitting right there. Now it's gone. No royal bow for you. It's a neat little puzzle. Nothing too difficult with it. You kind of just... Like I've said with some of the other, I think, good puzzles, it's the ones where the answer isn't immediately obvious. You gotta just push just a little bit. Not like so you're racking your brain for a solution. But you've got to push just a little bit with your curiosity or with your... Yeah, curiosity is the best word for that, really. And then you'll figure it out. It's usually not too bad. Although I have no idea how I was supposed to solve that one with the ball and the flippers and everything. The kind of long one. That I just stasised a ball and jumped to the other side. And cheated. No idea how I was supposed to solve that one. I'm sure I could have figured it out eventually. But my solution was far more entertaining in my opinion. There's a little cabin over there. We'll go there in a second. I did see some wind flowing up this way. I wasn't sure if there's any... Ooh. This looks like target practice. Ooh. Alright, alright. This looks like fun. Not really something I was expecting, but this seems like this will be fun. A lot of, you know, falling and shooting, I feel. Free arrows. in a swallow bow. Swallow bowl. Allows it to be drawn faster than a normal bow. Which I feel like is probably going to be important for this kind of a puzzle. Now, what do I get rid of? The new bow? I think durability up is slightly more valuable, but then again, I've got so many bows as is. Maybe the Savage Lino bow would be more valuable, because if I miss, I hit every time. It doesn't do a lot of damage, this bow. So it's not really meant for combat, per se. The biggest problem I foresee is me running out of stamina. Nice. Now let's just break all of them. Because, you know, this slowdown thing uses up a ton of stamina. Even with all the air drafts, which admittedly are very useful. You just eat in stamina. You gotta, like, settle down every once in a while. Unless I just want to chug food. See if there's a rock to land on down here. See, this is where having a third stamina wheel might be useful. Is trying to manage all of your stamina in an event like this. I don't know if I'm going to get anything from completing it, or if... I mean, I'm sure there's like a game associated with it. That somebody will eventually challenge me to. Can you beat this? It's 20 rupees to get started. Alright, if we want to survive this, we're going to have to take some stamina. Let's take some yellow stamina. Well, actually, is there anything that does less health? So I won't be wasting as much? I'll just go for a stamina refill. That'll be enough to make me not dead. Anything interesting down here either? I don't see anything. I see one down here, I think. Let me see if I can get some footing really quick, maybe. Just want to regain some stamina. Let me cheat. Oh, there's two down here. I think that might be all of them. I mean, I'm sure there's an event related to it. Maybe if I, like, rescue somebody or give somebody something like, I can finally go home. And this is their home. Since bird people live on platforms in freezing cold areas. I mean, it looks like somebody lives here. Now we'll keep Crappy Bow. Should we keep Crappy Bow? Sure, it'll probably respawn. Yeah, let me go back and get... Did I just drop a Lionel Bow? Let me go back and get better bow. That's one thing. I think the bows last too long in this game. The melee weapons are... Oh, it's gone. The melee weapons are at a good spot, in my opinion. Because, you know, you beat things up with them. I think they last long enough. But the bows, once you get past, you know, early game, like pretty early game, I'd say. Because see, early game, it's like, wow, look, I got a Boko bow. That's pretty neat. And then now it's like, ew, something that does less than 20 damage, get it out of my inventory. Now they last so long that there's like no reason for me to have so many bows. None. I don't know why I have so many bows, considering I almost never break them. Oh yeah, that's the other thing I learned. You can shoot arrows while you're shield surfing. A neat little side effect, I suppose. I really like what they did with the shield surfing. I kind of hope, like, I don't know if there's really going to be much more you can do with it other than surf on a shield. But I'd really like to see something more done with it, because it's so fun to do. I have to say, your visage looks just as troubled as ever. Perhaps a glimpse of your future will ease your work. Wait, are you a part of the what was the, what are they called? The Giga Clan? The something clan? I don't remember. What do you think? Yes, please tell me my fortune about how you're going to kill me. Very good. Let's see. I see a red crimson, deep and rich. It's the most crisp, beautiful color I've ever seen. Not crisp. Oh, it's the color of your blood. Now die. He's such a small target, it's hard to hit them with it. But once you hit them with it, they're dead. they're so over dead. Give me my bananas and my rupees and my vicious sickle. That was a good one, you know? It looked like a pretty interesting point of interest. I mean, there still is a point of interest. It's that house, but... He looked like he might have been like an actual point of interest rather than just like a random traveler. Like, who comes out here? Actual cool people. Not somebody looking for the hero of time just to come out into the nowhere. I didn't see where any of that landed. There's one. Well, I thought that was one. Okay. Alright, cool. Now let's check out the actual points of interest here. And not the Giga Clan who I beat the crap out of. Ooh, it's a lodge. Sleep. Steal their firewood. Excavation Hut Notes by Selmy. The Duchess of Downhill. Wasn't that the chick who did the shield surfing? Well, there comes to Heber Mountain to shield surf the slopes, hunt treasure, just take a walk, you must remember. This mountain will kill you. The accident rate in this mountain is too high to measure. And before anything else, you must dress appropriately for the weather here. You're not heading to Hyrule Field. See, this is supposed to be, of course, your indication that, holy crap, it's cold here, I should get clothes on, instead of me, who I'm like, yeah, let's trudge through the winter with a crappy shirt and a flaming sword. Ugh. Despite the dangers, though, the snowy peak is really beautiful. It's an ideal spot for shield surfing. I want many people as possible to enjoy shield surfing, so I'll leave behind this manual for survival on the mountain. Hope I can help people enjoy Heber Mountain. Left a few things on the mountain trails and at the base of the flags planted. If you're in trouble, spot a flag and head towards it. Hopefully these items will be of use to you. So you were the one that set up the flags. Someone else added notes. Sell me, baby. Think I'm a better shield surfer. If I prove it, can we get married? This total loser will never win. I didn't know what love was until I saw Selmy sliding down the slopes. I can't believe you retired. Where did you go? Selmy, thank you for leaving the food. I'll make good use of it here in the hut. I saw some kid north of Cold Snap Hollow. He looked like he was pretty great at shield surfing. Selmy, thanks for the food that was left here. Seriously saved my life. I'll be sure to leave some for the next person. To whoever's reading this, please take as much food as you need. So there's food here. There's a meteor rod. Those things are kind of cool. We'll probably get rid of the scythe because it's a piece of crap. The sickle. Not that the meteor rod is much better. It's a little bit better, but it looks cooler. Excellent. There's supposed to be food here. You can only assume it's in the barrels. Or some jerk came and ate it all. Toasty staminella shroom. And a seared steak. And a charred pepper. It's much less spicy now. And I could make food here. But I'm going to wait till between the episodes. We got a little bit of time left in this episode. Let's keep exploring. Wait, what is that? Heber Mountain Climbing Path. So yeah, this would have been a cool place to get started with the mountain. It looks like you're supposed to be here, rather than the way I went. Alright, well that just goes up the mountain, and as I... For real? Where did that come from? As I've already explored it, I don't think I'm going to need anything else here. Ignore fall damage. Alright, so that is Rito. Place. See, a large chunk of this area is taken up by the Rito village. And, like, the big lake that surrounds it. So I kind of wonder if there's really a whole lot more to look at. Though, once again, it looks like I might be wrong. There's something over here. Something kind of big. Oh, this is just an enemy camp. That's alright. We'll wreck their days. Probably noticed the source of heat coming from me. Oh gosh, is it warm to anybody? No, it's just cold again. No, really, I think it's actually warm. Somebody's dressed in warm clothing. Someone noticed. Man, that hurts. It's this armor. This armor sucks. We're so close to explosives right now. This is incredibly dangerous. Man, really? That hurt. That hurt a lot. This armor sucks. We need to get it upgraded like stat. This meteor rod sucks too. It just looks cool. Eternal suffering is my life. I live for nothing but pain. Let's see. Yeah. It looks cool. I like that. But back to the idea of, people not liking Breath of the Wild. I think it's in a nice position where this game engine feels very fresh and new, and you can do a lot of things in it, I've noticed. So I don't think I'd mind seeing them take the same game engine and make another game with it. Like they did with Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Same game engine, I wouldn't mind seeing them make another Legend of Zelda game with the same game engine. It would cut down on production time, cut down on costs. And it's a really strong game engine,
The root's protection is now ready to roll.
It's kind of good things all around, and I don't think a lot of people really mind it. I mean, there's gonna be the elitists who are like, oh, it doesn't look good enough, but I mean, I think it looks pretty decent. The only time I ever notice any kind of bad graphics, if you could even say that, or muddy graphics, is when you get when you start climbing some of the stone walls. Sometimes the stone looks a little... I think the best word I could say is the stone will come out to be a little muddy looking. Come on. Hey, why are you guys doing that? Wow, look at that battle axe. That has a lot of damage. 71. Let's see. Where are we at on time? Got about 10 minutes left before the hour hits, which is more or less where I want to do. I think... Okay. We are going to go do that thing with the Dinnerall scale, since I did just remember it again. Where was that? Somewhere around this area. I think it was up here, actually. Spring of Power. Best way to get to that is going to be that shrine. We can make our way down there. We get the Dinnerall scale thing done, finally. And I think we'll be done there. In between episodes, I'm going to make some food because I need it. And I think I'm going to try to upgrade the burb armor. If I can, just for, getting some extra defense would be nice if I'm traveling through a cold area with it. Because that defense of 3 sucks. That's like stealth armor defense, I think. Or maybe even worse. Was stealth armor 4 or 3? I think stealth armor might have been 3. When it started, anyway. And of course, I've never done the task that this guy asked me to look for that traveling nighttime merchant.
Hey!
Oh, you're still out of arrows, you jerk. Someone was saying, I think I mentioned it before, but someone was saying that if you have too many arrows, they won't sell them to you anymore until you run out.
Sabak.
Your name doesn't end with son. Gotta be on the lookout for you guys. Your name might end in son. Everyone knows that's a good thing. I think it's in this direction, right? No. More like this way. Oh, right, yeah. We should come the other way where all the enemies were and just see what that looks like, because I didn't get a very good look at that. Ignore them. Also, this very, very tight forest over here. Yeah, I'm not really worried about these guys hurting me, although I did say that, and I'm currently going to put on some armor. Alright. I'm now not worried about these guys hurting me, so let's just take a look around. It's kind of strange. It's like this is the way they want you to go in here. But there's no real reason to go this way if you don't feel like dealing with all the enemies. You can't just drop down like I did. There's like, I mean, there's some decent items to grab, but it's nothing really amazing. Hey, where was it? It was over here, I think. I see. Yeah, I see it on the map now. Burn it down. Alright, so if I drop this in, the scale in, I'll have to find it. That was easy enough. Should be good, right? Path has shown itself. This one felt so strange, you know? Like the key to getting access to the shrine and like the actual shrine's location are so far away from each other. At least they're not that far. There's only about a map chunk, you know, a section of map between them, but they're still kind of far away from each other. Most of these like shrine quests are like solve a puzzle or do some little thing. Also, I did notice that the water level was like right where Link's feet was, and he's going to be drowning on his way down. So that's cool. I'm sure he appreciates that. Ooh, there's water down here. Oh, is this going to be another test of strength? Ah, it is. This is another one where they put water all over the floor. Another major test of strength. Alright. We'll break another couple weapons. I like how their weapons vary. That's kind of cool. Not that it's going to help this guy. Ooh, I'm about to get stabbed right through the face. I did it again. Look at that. It's like I know how to actually flurry rush. Now I just need to practice my shield bashing again. Oh, no, you don't. Break all these Savage Lionel swords. They do a lot of damage, but I don't think they have a lot of defense to them. Oh, but really? I thought that would have knocked you out. Thought you would have been done after that. Well, maybe they do have a lot of durability, and I just already previously used this weapon before. Guardian Shield plus plus. Yeah, I haven't had that one before. Okay. That's kind of interesting. I thought I had that already. What I probably had was... I had that one shield that I made at the Oculus Ancient Test Lab, but I didn't have... I didn't have one straight from a Guardian. Flame spear. Another one. Alright. You know, it's kind of a problem that you have towards the beginning of the game, I've noticed, is finding, like, half-decent weapons. Like, you're generally picking up a lot of mops and things. And as you go along in the game, you get a lot of these nice durability weapons that last a lot longer. And usually, the enemies you're fighting will have a weapon themselves. Like, if they have any amount of actual health, any kind of, like, difficulty to defeating them, they're gonna drop a decent weapon, is generally what it turns out to be. Alright, so... how many hearts are we at now? I think we're at 15. If that's where the yellow hearts are starting. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 15 hearts. I kind of wonder... see, I've seen videos of people having 3 stamina wheels, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe that's a good idea to go for. We're going to get a little bit more stamina, so I can keep leaping up things. I do like leaping up things. If I've made a bad decision, we can reverse it at some point. One of the tooltips told me you can switch out stamina wheels for heart containers and stuff, so... you know, maybe having a 3rd stamina wheel would just, you know, turn into, like, super ultra jump up all the walls mode. Swim across all the vast oceans. And spin to win like no one's business with your 2-handed weapons. Alright, well, I think I'm actually at about an hour exactly, more or less. So I'm going to stop off here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. Thank you very much for watching. It's going to be some short hour episodes. If everything goes well, I don't know about any other trips I'll be taking after this. We should be back to our regular scheduled programming and getting through The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild sometime in the next year or so instead of 3 years. Because that's how much content appears to be in this game. And I still feel like I'm, like, even as long as I'm taking through the game, I'm skipping over so much. There's so many areas I've never seen. So, we still got some adventure left in us, I think. But we'll continue exploring the Tabantha frontier next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.